Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome everybody to this online radio broadcast of the State AA Football Championship game from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Mike Mason with you here on Magnitude Sports. And this is a rematch of last year's semifinal game. Chatfield would defeat Barnesville. They would go on to win the state title in the following game. Chatfield looking to go back-to-back, while Barnesville looking to get a little bit of revenge from last year's loss. Last year, it was pretty much the Sam Backer show for Chatfield until he got ejected from the game for two unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and then the backup quarterback came in, and then the football team looked like any other football team, where they had to use every player on their team to play some football, and that backup quarterback did some really good things, and he was able to toss a couple touchdown passes, and I believe, if memory serves me correctly, I believe he may have been the one who got that interception on Noah Kraus on that last play for Barnesville to seal the deal for Chatfield. So Barnesville looking to erase that game out of their mind and looking to bounce back here in the state championship game. The Barnesville Trojans will be in their white jerseys with purple numerals and purple pants with a white stripe down the side of the pants and the purple helmets. The Chatfield Gophers will be in their maroonish red with white numbers, and everything about them is maroon and white. So pretty easy to explain that one there. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with your pregame show. We're about maybe 6 minutes away from the opening announcements, and I'm not sure if they're doing an anthem or not, but I guess we'll find out here sooner than later. We'll be back in just a moment.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here on Magnitude Sports. Mike Mason with you. And we're about 4 minutes away from the opening announcements here of this State AA Championship game between the Barnesville Trojans and the Chatfield Gophers, a rematch of last year's semifinal. We discussed that a little bit before the break. Let's take a look at the Chatfield Gophers here to start with, as a majority of our listeners are familiar with Barnesville. Barnesville coming into this one 12-0. The Chatfield Gophers coming into this one also at 12-0. The QRF ranking for Barnesville is 83.6. The QRF ranking for Chatfield is 91.4. That ranks the Gophers 3 out of 54, and it ranks the Trojans 6 out of 54. Both teams were undefeated on the road, in section, in conference, on neutral, on home. The Chatfield Gophers got here through the Class A sections with a 51-14 win over Goodhue, and then a 10-8 win over Caledonia. They would move on to the Class AA State quarterfinal round on November 10th, pick up a 35-6 win against Blue Earth area, game played at Rochester Mayo. Then they would come to US Bank Stadium, and a couple weeks ago, the week before Thanksgiving, and on an 11:30 game, they would pick up a 27-12 win over Eden Valley Watkins. That brings them into today's matchup here with the Barnesville Trojans. Barnesville, Class A sections, 57-0 win over the Frazee Hornets, a 56-3 win over Crookston, and then in the State AA, they would get the first round bye in Class A sections, by the way. In the quarterfinals, they would play Moose Lake Willow River at St. Cloud Tech and win that game 21-0. They would come to US Bank Stadium 2 weeks ago on November 18th and pick up a 41-12 win over the Jackson County Central Huskies. I almost said Wolves, but it's Huskies. So once again, now the two teams are lining up. I'm not sure if they did the coin flip or not, but that's a look at your two teams side by side, two undefeated teams battling it out for a state championship here on the home of the Minnesota Vikings. The game is live on 45 TV. If you have the ability to pull that up, not everybody does, but some might. And they are carrying video broadcasts of this game at Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. So if you'd like to watch the game, go visit our friends at Ratzel's Pool Hall, and they'll have it on for you. And if you want pizza, they got pizza. If you would prefer like something else, you can go to Subway or whatever and buy whatever you want to eat, and then bring it to Ratzel's to watch the game. They're 100% cool with that. At least they were last time I talked to them. So we'll turn it over to our PA announcer here.
Today, also with a perfect record of 12-0, they'll be the home team. They are the champions of Section 1-2A. Their head coach in his 17th year is Jeff Johnson. They are the Chatfield Gophers. Right now, today's referee, Mike Harness, is leading the captains to the middle of the field. The captains for Barnesville, number 20, Braden Redbud, number 40, Connor Lokes, 54, Jonathan Robidoux, and number 80, Tate Integer.
So right now the captains for Barnesville and Chatfield are walking up to the Viking logo at midfield to do the coin toss. Once again, Barnesville in the white with purple numerals and trim. And as I see it, the two teams are facing each other with Chatfield at the near sideline and Barnesville at the far sideline. And Barnesville has won the toss. They have chosen to receive the opening kickoff.
Now it is time for the ceremonial. Pre-game sportsmanship handshake before.
Two teams will walk toward each other and shake hands.
The referee for this title game is Mike Harness. On his crew, the umpire, Jeremy Carter.
And now the two teams will depart to their sidelines. Once again, as I see it, Chatfield will have their team here on the near sideline, and Barnesville will have their team on the far sideline. And if you happen to be here at US Bank Stadium for the semifinal game last year, then the teams are on the same side of the field in this game as they were last year, if that helps you visualize it a little bit in the event that you're not here today and you're listening to it here on Magnitude Sports. So we certainly appreciate you tuning in. And we know that you're disappointed that we cannot bring you video, but we're going to do everything we can to paint a nice picture of this for you here on our online radio broadcast. We are going to take a 30-second timeout, and when we come back, it'll be the opening kickoff here. The State AA Championship game. Barnesville Trojans, Chatfield Gophers. Kickoff is next.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. And could have swore I heard the PA announcer say that Barnesville is going to receive, but they are actually going to kick off. And we're underway here in the state championship game between the Barnesville Trojans and the Chatfield Gophers. Ball's taken at the 8-yard line. He'll cut up inside 15, 20, and down at close to the 23-yard line. And that's where the Chatfield Gophers will take over. It's first down and 10 here for the Gophers.
Peyton Amundsen on the tackle for the Trojans.
Peyton Amundsen on the tackle. Sam Backer was on the return, and now Sam Backer will go into the huddle and take over the quarterback duties here for the Chatfield Gophers. Sam Backer, the star of our 800,000 view TikTok from about this time last year. Sam Backer will work out of the shotgun. He'll put a man in motion. He'll take the snap and he will hand it off. And no gain, maybe even a loss of 1. It'll be second down and 10, maybe second and 11. Let's see where they spot it. And it is indeed a loss of 1, so it'll be second down and 11 here in the first quarter of the State AA Championship game. We'll have another one of these for you tomorrow as the DGF Rebels will take on New London Spicer, and we'll have it for you at 1 o'clock kickoff just like we did today. Backer takes the snap, now he keeps it himself and rolls to the outside, tumbles forward up to the 26-yard line, and that is going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. It'll bring up third down, and they're going to give him 7. It'll be third down and 6. Sam Backer tackled there by Braden Bredman. As the Gophers break the huddle, they'll go to the far hash with the ball at the 26-yard line. 10:45 and counting to go here in the first quarter of play. Here's the snap, Backer will keep it. He'll roll out, now he'll fire a pass. And that pass is caught and then dropped. He was diving for it at about the 45-yard line, and it slipped through his fingers, incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down and 6 for the Chatfield Gophers.
They'll bring up a fourth down.
He had it, and then the ball, when he hit the ground, the ball popped loose. Barnesville picked it up, acting like it was possible fumble recovery, but it was not. It goes into the books as an incomplete pass. Drew Schindler was the intended receiver, and now Sam Backer will go back to potentially punt this ball. And Backer's punt is away, and it's taken by Barnesville. Fair catch by, I believe that was Ballgreen at the 43-yard line.
That's a 31-yard punt for Erickson with no return. 31 yards, no return. Trojans take over first and 10 at the 43.
So the Trojans will get the ball now.
Well, the Trojans 43.
First down and 10 for Barnesville on their own 43.
Number 4, Zach Redmond, the quarterback.
Under center is Zach Bredman.
Number 4, Zach Bredman, the quarterback for Barnesville.
Bredman takes the snap and fooled a couple Chatfield Gophers, but there were 3 other Gophers there following that run. And it's a gain of nothing. It'll be second down and 10 here.
Second and 10 at the 43.
The handoff went to Andrew Peterson, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Two undefeated teams at 12-0. As we hit 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter, still scoreless on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Bredman under center, takes the snap, and he hands it off. And picking up about 5 yards is John Roller.
John Roller,
number 21, carried it.
he's brought down by number 4, Caleb Shaw.
21, so this is the 21, John Roller. 7-yard gain. It's 3rd and 3 now at the 50.
Third down and 3.
Carry up the midfield.
The ball about a half a football shy of midfield. Bredman under center. Takes the snap. And Bredman will keep it himself, and he picks up maybe 2 yards on the play on the quarterback keeper. And it's going to be, let's see, where will they spot it? Will it be 4th down or will it be 1st down?
That's going to make it 4th and 1.
It will be 4th down and 1, as Bredman on the quarterback keeper tried to pick up the 1st down, but he was held a little bit shy. And it appears that Barnesville is going to switch some players out and in, and it looks like they might punt this one.
Number 89 is in punt formation for Barnesville.
Isaac Manville back at his own 37 to receive the punt. Manville takes it, kicks it, the punt is away, and it goes all the way back to the 15-yard line before it takes a hop, and then it's picked up by a Gopher. I couldn't see which one. It was Sam Backer, and Backer's up to the 25-yard line.
Brought down by 40, Connor Loach.
Sam Backer, and finally shows Chatfield will be 1st and 10 on their own 25.
So we have a timeout on the field. It's a media timeout. We'll take one with them. It's 0-0 here in the AA State Championship game. Each team has had the ball once. Chatfield has it when we return from the break.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here on Magnitude Sports Radio. 0-0 between the Gophers and Trojans. 8:13 to go in the first quarter of play. Each team has had the ball once, and now it's 1st and 10 for Chatfield, and they will have the ball at their own 25-yard line, it looks like.
Delta Dental of Minnesota is proud to sponsor the Minnesota State High School League, reminding you your mouth, healthy mouth, contributes to a healthy life. The Twin Cities Toyota dealers are proud supporters of the Minnesota State High School League. Toyota wishes today's teams the best of luck. Go behind the scenes.
I want to say hi to Jim, says hello from sunny Denver, North Carolina. And last night it was chilly Denver, North Carolina. So today it's sunny. I'm glad to hear that for you, Jim. Also want to say hi to Jolene, says, hey, Mike. Thanks for listening in. Appreciate it. If you happen to chime in on the chat, I will try and say hi to you. I always do my best to do that, as we still are paused on the field here.
After the timeout, 1st and 10, Chatfield. Both the Gophers 25.
And I want to say hi to Jerome Johnson, I believe it is, from Richmond, Virginia, listening in tonight. Backer on the keeper picks up about 10 yards for a 1st down. So remain 1st and 10
at the 35.
with 7:57 and counting
Gain
here.
up to the 35 and a 1st and 10 for the Gophers.
Pickup of 10 from the 25 to the 35. Gophers will send 2 receivers to the far side with Backer working out of the shotgun. Backer takes the snap, hands it off, going right up the middle there, and I believe that's Boyon.
Shot of the inside carry.
Nope, that was actually shot on the carry.
55.
Not sure how to pronounce his first name. I believe it's
Down at the 37.
Kalen Shot, I believe is how you pronounce it. And if I got that wrong, I apologize. Once again, on side to Joe, Jim, and Jerome. 3 J's listening right now that we're aware of. And Backer's taken down in the backfield there by Connor Lokes. That is a sack and a loss. Backer faked the handoff, and as soon as he faked the handoff and took off, Lokes was right there to bring Backer down for a loss of 6. They're calling it 3rd and 14, I guess, so a loss of 4. And now Backer was looking to pass, and now he'll take off down the near sideline.
Backer on the play action, then keeps it, scrambling to the right.
And he'll pick up about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to be short of the first down. 4th down and 2.
We'll bring a 4th down.
So Backer will work out of the shotgun here on 4th down and 2. And now Backer will turn to the sideline and get some signals from his coach. Backer will shove his mouth guard into his mouth, clap, and now he'll punt it away. And there's nobody back for Barnesville because it looked like that they were going to go for it on 4th down. And Chatfield will let that ball roll to a dead stop at the 9-yard line.
Sully Ferguson downs the kick, number 22.
48-yard punt, no return. Play resumes. Barnesville will have it 1st and 10 on their own 9.
1st and 10 from the 9-yard line here for the Barnesville Trojans with about 5:31 to go here in the first half of play, first quarter of play. Did some high school basketball last night, so my mind flipped to 1st and 2nd half, and now I got to flip it back to 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarters.
TV timeout.
All right, well, with that TV timeout, we'll take one ourselves. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Not all internet companies are created equal. Barnesville's symmetrical system means
offer your family.
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here. Still scoreless in the AA State Championship game. Chatfield would punt. Barnesville will take over on their own 9-yard line. 5:31 to go here. Clock will start on the snap. So Barnesville 91 yards away from potentially scoring. Bredman will go under center. Once again, 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. And the snap. Bredman is going to keep it. And Bredman's outside to the 15 to the 20, 25, 30. He's down to the far sideline, pushed out of bounds at about the 34. And it's a 1st down for Barnesville.
24 yards for Zach Bredman.
Showing up by number 10, Eli Hodge for the Gophers.
33.
gain up to the 33-yard line. First and 10, Barnesville.
So they'll place the ball at the 33. They'll give him the extra yard. And if he would have had a little bit more speed, he would have taken that one to the house. Far side hash for Barnesville. They'll take the snap, hand it off. It's the fake, right up the middle, at the 50, at the 45-40, 35-30, at the 25, and he's brought down on the run. It is John Roller, and that is a big gain in 2 plays. They go from their own 9-yard line down to inside the Chatfield 20. 44 yards on that pickup.
23, first and 10, Barnesville.
And John Roller had a significant hole, and thanks to a fantastic offensive line, they have moved over 75% of the field in 2 plays. Bredman under center, ball at the 23 as Braden Bredman goes in motion. Now John Roller has it again. He tries to cut to the outside, and I think he may have lost a yard on that. He couldn't quite cut the edge. Some nice sportsmanship there from Luke Carrier of the Chatfield Gophers as kind of went down awkwardly, and Carrier offered his hand to make sure that he was okay.
So again, on the play will be second and 10.
So he did get back to the line of scrimmage. He did not lose a yard. So Bredman will work under center again. That T offense with 3 people behind him. Chatfield nearly jumped. They'll hand it off right up the middle in a big gashing hole. And up is Ethan Larson for a pickup of about 8 or 9 inside the 10 to about the 8 or 9 yard line. So they're going to give him at the, well, okay, I see why they're marking it at the 10 now. When he got tripped up, he fell ahead and his knee hit right at the 10-yard line, but with the momentum, it took him up close to the 8 or 7. So it's a 13-yard gain. And Barnesville looking to strike first. Bredman under center. He'll hand it off again. And right up the middle, he has one man to beat, and that is Andrew Peterson, who gets brought down at the 2-yard line. And a drive that started on their own 9 has consisted of only 5 run plays so far. And they go from their own 9 down to the 2-yard line. It'll be second down and goal for the Barnesville Trojans. And they are looking to strike first here as we go inside 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2:47, Bredman under center. Bredman takes the snap, hands it off, and it's a Barnesville touchdown. Braden Bredman on the 2-yard run. Check that. That was Dawson Gregg on the 2-yard run, and it's 6-0 Barnesville.
2-yard scoring run.
Dawson Gregg received the handoff, and he just went right up the middle. And on the last 3 run plays, they went right up the middle. Barnesville's going to line up for the point after attempt here. It's going to be an extra point. Isaac Manville will set up for the kick. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it splits the uprights and hits the S in the MSHSL logo behind the uprights.
2A championship game, Prep Bowl 40.
7-0 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans with 2:41 to go here in the first quarter of play, and it's Barnesville who is struck first. We're going to take a timeout, and your kickoff is coming up next here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Barnesville Drug and Hardware, your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store, open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 and Saturdays until noon. Stop in 117 Front Street and get what you need for all projects big and small in your home. Hoses, fittings, pipes, and all the plumbing tools you need to keep the water flowing in your kitchen and bathroom. Maybe you just need to restock your nails and screws for that upcoming woodworking project. They have it for you all at Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium here on Magnitude Sports Radio. The Barnesville Trojans are up 7-0 on the Chatfield Gophers here with 2:41 to go in the first quarter of play of the State AA Football Championship game.
Tee it up at the 40, back deep in the middle. Sam Becker, 21.
A battle of two undefeateds. Manaville will put the ball up into the air, and they'll be taken at the 18-yard line there by the Gophers. He'll cut back into the middle. Not sure who has the football at the moment.
Luke Carrier on the return for the Gophers.
It was Luke Carrier on the return, and he'll bring it up close to the 30-yard line.
Made by number 43, Cameron Halverson.
And Chatfield will take over.
10-yard return for Carrier. 10-yard return.
Be first and 10 for the Gophers, called the Chatfield 28.
From their own 28-yard line. So just shy of the 30. Backer will work out of the shotgun. He's got no backs. He'll keep it himself, go to the outside. Outside of the numbers at the 30, at the 35. Still on his feet, pushed out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. And he's pushed deep into a sea of white jerseys. And Backer walks out of there quickly. Backer picks up 10. It'll be a first down. Now move the ball up to the 38-yard line.
It's a first and 10 for the Gophers.
And Joshua, I want to say thanks for watching. He's watching / listening with his friends Justin, Jeff, Jermaine, and Jennifer. Thanks for tuning in. Incomplete pass will result in a second down and 10. Backer to his intended receiver, Luke Carrier.
Bring up second and 10.
Backer has tried 2 passes to Carrier now, and both of them have fallen incomplete. The first one was a diving catch that bounced out of his hands upon contact with the ground, and then that most recent one, he didn't have a chance to catch that. Backer would overthrow it. Backer takes the snap, he'll keep it himself. Tries to cut up the middle, not much there. He gets it up to the 40 and picks up about 2. Third down, we'll call it 7 or 8.
45, Ethan Larson make the stop.
Third down and 8 for the Gophers.
Gain up to the 40.
Backer tried to keep it himself, and he ran into 3 Trojans almost instantly.
Correction, third and 8.
Third down and 8. Backer looking to pass, and a screen pass is caught.
Slant pass and
it is caught by Cole Johnson. Nice catch. He had to catch that in the midst of 3 Trojan defenders. He was literally triple teamed, and how he caught that one is beyond me. Taking a look at the replay, Backer fires it over the middle.
At the Barnesville 48.
It was almost like a 1.5-handed catch. Nice play there by Cole Johnson. Give credit where credit's due. Minute 12 and counting. 3 receivers set, 2 near, 1 far. With Backer working out of the shotgun, man in motion. Backer will keep it himself. Tries to cut outside the numbers, and he has a little bit of a hole, but taking him down at the 36-yard line. I believe it was Owen Riddle. And it was Owen Riddle. And that would have been a Chatfield touchdown had Owen Riddle not been able to make that tackle. Owen Riddle was Barnesville's last line of defense on that particular play. First down and 10. And Backer keeps it himself, maybe gets a yard. It'll be second down and 8. Okay, second and 7. Ball at the 33-yard line, and
33. Second and 7.
That might be the last play of the first quarter. I don't think they're going to get it off. There's 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. They break the huddle. 3 seconds. Backer in the shotgun. 1 second. No, that'll do it. That's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, it's the Barnesville Trojans 7 and the Chatfield Gophers 0 here at US Bank Stadium in the State AA Championship game. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point, and they get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
All right, welcome back. 1 quarter down, 3 to go. 12 minutes on the clock. And a 7-0 lead for the undefeated Barnesville Trojans. And the undefeated Chatfield Gophers are facing a deficit. I cannot officially confirm this, but I believe I saw something on social media that said Chatfield has never in the entire season trailed in a football game, with the exception, no, they didn't even trail against Eden Valley Watkins. So if that social media fact is true, this is the first time Chatfield has had to play from a deficit. Teams will take the field now. The ball's on the 33-yard line. It's 2nd down and 7 to start the second quarter. Chatfield in their maroon jerseys moving from right to left here as I see it in the second quarter.
Well, the Barnesville 33.
91-yard drive that consisted of 7 run plays and was capped by a 2-yard touchdown run by Dawson Gregg. Extra point good, and it's 7-0. And that's where we sit right now here as we enter into the second quarter. I want to say hi to Jason. He's cheering on the Trojans from a cold, snowy Fargo, North Dakota. Thanks so much for listening, Jason. Much appreciated. Also want to say hi to Mitch Solberg. Mitch says, "Let's go Trojans." He's listening to the game from Perham, Minnesota. So a whole bunch of Heart of Lakes people tuning in here for this Barnesville Championship game. And we certainly appreciate that.
Stacked up by number 40, Logs.
Gets 2 yards, 2 for shot.
A 2-yard gain for Sam Backer.
Gain to 31, brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Gophers.
And another run of maybe 1 at the max, but not more than 1.
Stacked up on a play by 65, Justin Kruger, and 54, Jonathan Robidoux.
Kruger and Robidoux on the tackle on Backer on the QB keeper. That brings up 4th down and 3. 4th down, and scoreboard shows 4. They said he gained 2. So we'll go with 4th and a long 3. Ball right on the 30-yard line in Barnesville, in Barnesville territory. Backer looking to pass. And now he's pressured in the backfield. He's back to the 40. He fires it, and it's caught, but it's a caught for a loss. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the completed pass to Cole Johnson. And that will be a turnover on downs.
7 yards on that
Completion down to the 23-yard line.
Or was it a first down?
First and 10 Chatfield.
Okay, I thought it was for a loss. The ball was at the 30. But maybe he got enough for a first down. So it'll be first and 10. And my apologies there for the confusion. Another pass, and that one's overthrown. Chatfield players wanting a flag. They're not going to get one. And a Chatfield receiver is slow to get up. He's laying down at the 5-yard line right now. And they'll blow the whistle and now stop the clock with 10 minutes and change. Gannon Ballgreen was the defender on the pass there, and I can't quite get a jersey number for the fallen Chatfield Gopher, but he is on his back with his 2 legs and knees up in the air at about the 5-yard line. And with that, we'll take a break. 7-0 Barnesville, 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. We're back in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, welcome back. They are assisting the injured Chatfield Gopher off the field. I'm still trying to get a jersey number. I should have brought some binoculars with me. It looks like it might be Cole. Yep, it is Cole Johnson, who was the injured Chatfield Gopher. So we hope that Cole is all right. And with any luck, he might be able to return to this game. Not sure of the name, but I want to say hi to the individual listening from Wolverton, Minnesota. And I'm guessing it's a she. It says, "Let's go Trojans," based on the screen name. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. 7-0. Barnesville has the lead. Second down and 10 from the 23-yard line. And the snap, and he'll run it forward, and he does not get hardly anything at all. Backer with 1, maybe 2, and that's it.
That's 1 yard for Sam Backer.
Third down and 9.
Gain of 1 will bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Gophers. At the Barnesville 22.
Third down and 9 on the 22-yard line for Chatfield. Backer out of the shotgun, takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws back to his left. That's intercepted. It's intercepted at the 11-yard line, and Barnesville will bring it back. Connor Lokes on the interception. Check that, Ethan Larson on the interception. And that is a turnover, and Barnesville gets the ball back 1st and 10. Ethan Larson, and they always say don't never throw against your body, and that's exactly what Backer did. He took the snap, rolled out to his right, threw back to his left side, and Ethan Larson snagged that one out of the air, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Barnesville Trojans. Zach Bredman under center. Takes the snap, and a short gain of maybe 2.
Inside handoff to Braden Bredman.
Braden Bredman on the carry. Second down, and they're going to give him 1, 2nd and 9.
He's stacked up by 66. Isaac Stevens.
2nd and 9 now at the 18.
So I look at my Chatfield roster. It looks like Isaac Stevens was on the tackle there for the Gophers.
Long makes it 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9. The ball on the 18-yard line. Zach Bredman under center. Bredman will fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself outside the numbers of the 20 and up to about the 23. A pickup of approximately 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4. They're going to give him an extra yard on top of that. So 3rd down and 3 now. So definitely 3rd and manageable, and we'll see what kind of play here the Barnesville Trojans will come out of the huddle with. Ball on the 24-yard line. They need to get to the 27 for a 1st down. It's 3rd down and 3. And even on the big screen, I was still fooled by the handoff. John Roller will get at least 2 of the needed 3.
He's brought down by number 61, Sean Koenig.
Looks like it'll be 4th down and short. So John Roller gets a pickup of 2.
Your 4th down situation. 4th and 1 from the 26.
Jim, thank you for the compliment on our radio graphics. I appreciate that.
Backers deep.
So Barnesville will punt. Backer back. Try and say that a few times fast. At his own 42. He'll drift back. Oh, and he took the ball at the 45, and he evaded 1 tackle, and now he gets tripped up in Barnesville territory at about the 38.
He's up ended in plus territory by Asher Johnson, number 25.
Stops the clock with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
29-yard punt, 19-yard return. When play resumes, Chatfield will have a 1st and 10.
We'll take a timeout as they got a media timeout on the field, and we'll be back in a moment.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. Welcome back to Prep Bowl 40 here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis on Magnitude Sports Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much appreciated. We have 7:10 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Barnesville up 7-0 over the Chatfield Gophers, and the Gophers have the ball 1st down and 10 on the Barnesville 36-yard line is where we are set up here on the Ratzo's Pool Hall scoreboard.
And for more than a century, the Minnesota State High School League has sponsored.
Also want to say thanks to our other sponsors for the fall football and volleyball season, including Midwest Bank, Agent Josh Wiechek at Priority Real Estate, Barnesville Booster Club, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Barnesville Internet, City of Barnesville, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, and Ball Green Construction, to mention just a few. And we thank you for your support, and wherever you're watching from or listening from, if it's Barnesville or Fargo or North Carolina or Perham or Wolverton, Minnesota. I think I've driven through Wolverton. If I go south from Moorhead down to Breckenridge, Wolverton is about halfway in between. Am I correct on that? If I am correct, awesome. If I'm not, say something in the chat and I'll correct everybody. Backer with the snap, now he'll throw. And he's got a wide open receiver at the 15-yard line, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Callian's shot gets the 36-yard, excuse me, touchdown reception from Sam Backer, and that makes it 7-6 with 7 minutes to go. And now the Gophers are an extra point away from tying this game. Gophers will line up for the kick.
Jacob Erickson, number 11, for the conversion.
Jacob Erickson, a 5'11 senior, will set up for the kick. Snap, hold, oh, and it's a fake, and it goes into the hands of Luke Carrier, and he's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. They snapped that ball, the holder put it down, and right as the kicker's foot was going to come forward and punch that ball up into the air, the holder tossed it to Luke Carrier. Oh no, looking at the replay, that was actually blocked. There was no fake. Looking at the replay, Barnesville blocked the extra point, and they blocked it into the hands of Luke Carrier, who took it in for the 2-point conversion. Okay, now on that replay, it looks like the original play. So depending on which camera angle, it was either tossed or blocked. I can't quite tell. Either way, it's a 2-point conversion. Here's another look at the replay from a different camera angle. Yes, it was blocked. It was blocked into the hands of Luke Carrier. And then Luke Carrier would cut outside of the numbers and into the end zone. And now it's 8-7 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans.
Great red with number 20, 35 to Larson. Jacob Erickson has it teed at the 40.
Chatfield will kick off. Boom. Low line drive kick taken at the 15 by Barnesville. Cut to the 20, 25, up to the 30, and he's up to the 35 and brought down close to the 40. On the return there for the Trojans was Braden Bredman.
Braden Bredman on the return. Chase Johnson, 32, makes a stop on special teams for the Gophers.
That's a 24-yard kickoff return for Bredman. 24-yard return. First and 10 now, Barnesville.
Barnesville takes over first and 10, ball thrown 39.
So we first down and 10 for Barnesville now. Bredman hands it off. And inside the numbers at around the 40, taking it down was Andrew Peterson.
Brought down by Sam Backer.
And I was proven correct. Wolverton is about halfway between Moorhead and Breckenridge. I remember that because I stopped in Wolverton. There's like a little bit of there's like a baseball field just off the highway. And I found a Green Bay Packers hat all covered in dirt. And I sent it to my Green Bay Packers friend because I'm a Vikings fan, and attached a little ha-ha to it.
Straight inside handoff to 21, John Roller.
And that is my highlight reel from my visit to Wolverton, Minnesota.
He's hit by 24, Joel Connor for the Gophers.
Second down and 9 for Barnesville. The ball on the 43-yard line. T offense, 3 men behind Zach Bredman under center. Here's the snap. And it's a screen pass in the backfield, and it's caught. He breaks one tackle, and he's brought down. Is there a flag or no? It looked like he was brought down by the face mask, but apparently not. No flag on the play. Let's get a look at the replay here. So Andrew Peterson gets the pass. Oh, okay. Yep, no, that was a clean tackle. From my vantage point up here in the press box, it looked like it grabbed his helmet or his face mask. but he got right on the shoulder pads.
Sam Backer is back at his 20-yard line.
And then as Andrew Peterson went to the ground, that is when it appeared as if he grabbed his helmet. 4th down and 6. And that punt is away and out of bounds, and it'll bounce out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 28, so it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Chatfield Gophers.
Punt is down at the 28-yard line.
That's a 29-yard punt. 29 yards manageable. And again, on that 3rd down play, we've changed that to a rushing play after looking at it again.
4:49 to go in the second quarter. Chatfield with an 8-7 lead, and they have the ball back now. Ball on their own 28. Backer works out of the shotgun with one man behind him. That man goes in motion as a blocker as Backer takes himself to the right, and he'll dive forward to about the 35-yard line. And it's fumbled, and Barnesville says they have it. I think the referee came in and said the ground caused the fumble. Yep, that's exactly correct. Take a look at the replay here. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. They have had video review. That is clearly a fumble. He was not down. And yeah, I think they're blowing the whistle there.
The previous play is under review.
The previous play is now under review, and Barnesville's going to get this ball. Looking at the replay, there is no way in the world that Sam Backer was down. That ball was out of his hands. The ball hit the ground before Backer did. Backer was kind of doing like a forward dive off, like if you're doing a forward dive off a diving board at a swimming pool, that's kind of the direction that Sam Backer was heading into the ground. And the ball hit the ground, came out of his hands and hit the ground before Sam Backer was even close to hitting the ground. And after the review, I would firmly believe that this is going to be 1st and 10 for Barnesville, but it is still Chatfield ball until the officials get done with their review. But I don't see anything in that replay that would suggest that Barnesville does not get the football. So we'll see if the referees agree with me. I want to say hi to Landon, listening from, is it Lebec, California? Yeah, I believe if I'm reading his comment right, he was a Barnesville Trojan graduate of the class of 2007. Landon Peppel, Trojan class of 2007, listening from Lebec, California. If I'm mispronouncing your city, I apologize. Once again, the last play is under review. We believe it's going to be Barnesville fumble recovery. And right now, I believe that's Coach Strand, well, actually all of the coaches are talking to all the officials at 3 different areas of the field.
After further review, the play is being reversed. There was a fumble before the man was down. It'll be Barnesville's ball, 1st and 10 on the 34.
I think he said the 34-yard line is where Barnesville will take over. So it will be Barnesville football. Well, Barnesville celebrated like they recovered the fumble.
1st and 10.
The referee came in.
The Chatfield 34.
The referee came in and pointed at the ground, suggesting that the ground caused the fumble or he was already down. And then on the instant replay, he was not even close to being down. And now another whistle has been blown. And now the officials are going over to talk to the Chatfield coach. I'm wondering if it's an issue on where the ball is placed on the field. Clock is stopped with 4:14.
Please set the game clock to 4 minutes, 43 seconds.
All right, well, it looks like our clock was right on. I think it was at 4:43 when I hit start to try and get it down to 4:14. So now we're ahead of the game clock by 13 seconds. It looks like I nailed the pronunciation of Labette, California. Thank you for listening, Landon. Barnesville has the ball, 1st and 10 on the Chatfield 34. Bredman rolls out. He's looking to pass. A short pass to John Roller. John Roller breaks 2 tackles at the 25 and squirts ahead to about the 23.
John Roller.
That'll be a pickup of about
along with Hale shot
12, and I believe
on the field for an injured player.
I believe Roller is the injured Trojan. Yeah, that is the first pass of the game for Barnesville. They've had all run plays up until this point. I think it's John Roller, but I'm
22 now. First attempt at 22.
I don't want to terrify the Roller family if they're listening and identify the wrong player, but I think it's him. We'll try and get confirmation on that. The scoring started with a 91-yard drive that started at the Barnesville 9, 7 run plays resulting in a 2-yard touchdown run for Dawson Gregg to make it 7-0 with the extra point with 2:41 left in the first quarter, and that score would carry over. And I forgot to write down the time when Chatfield scored on a 36-yard touchdown pass from Sam Backer to number 4, Callian Schott. Yes, it is John Roller. And the good news is he's walking all by himself. One coach to his left, one coach to his right. And Roller's walking all by himself to the far sideline. He'll have to come off for at least one play. And I'm sure that they'll take a couple extra plays to check up on him and make sure that he's okay. And now they'll start the clock. And I forgot to stop our clock, so 4:23 and counting.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10.
First and 10 from the 22.
Or check that, 1st and 10. Bredman will keep it up the middle, and he pushes himself forward to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of 3, maybe 4, depending on where they spot it.
He's brought down by 55, Blake Thompson. Gain of 4 will make it 2nd and 6. Barnesville now inside the red zone at the 18.
So it's 8-7 in favor of Chatfield, but Barnesville, after a fumble recovery, is in good field position to try and get the lead back. They have the ball on the Chatfield 18. They'll hand it off, and who has it? It is, I believe it was it number 40, Connor Lokes? Yep, it was. And he'll pick up 1. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. It's not too hard to see when they're down on this end of the field from where I'm at. Right now, Barnesville going from left to right as I see it. Towards section 101, if you're familiar with US Bank Stadium. That's the direction Barnesville's heading. 101 located directly behind the end zone. And it'll be a handoff up the middle. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Zach Bredman. Outside the numbers and pushed out of bounds at about the 8. The good news, it's enough for a 1st down. First and goal now from the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, Trojans.
That was a nice fake to Dawson Gregg, and Dawson Gregg did an absolute fantastic job of making it look like he had the football. Because Chatfield really had to hustle to get Zach Bredman out of bounds at the 8 once they realized what was happening, and once I realized myself what was happening. Bredman fires a pass into the end zone for a touchdown. It's Tate Iniger on the reception, and it's an 8-yard touchdown for the Barnesville Trojans. Zach Bredman to Tate Iniger.
For the score, Zach Bredman to Tate Iniger.
for an 8-yard touchdown pass. And it's 13-8 now in favor of the Barnesville Trojans, and Barnesville is going to go for 2. Handoff, and into the end zone for 2 more is Braden Bredman. And that makes the score 15-8.
2:38 to go here in the first half.
We'll take a timeout. 2:38 to go in the second quarter of play, and Barnesville leads 15-8 in the AA Championship game. Back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back to US Bank Stadium. Mannaville will kick it off, and that is going to take a bounce at the 15, and it's picked up by Luke Carrier at the 20, 25-30, and Carrier's brought down at about the 32. So the Chatfield Gophers will get a nice kick return. They'll place the ball at the, looks like they'll place it at the 31-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10.
14-yard kickoff return to Carrier.
The 1st and 10 Chatfield, well, the Gophers 32.
So they will spot the ball on the 32 as I originally thought. Backer will work out of the shotgun, has 1 man to his left, 2 receivers far, 1 near on a 3-receiver set with a tight end to the right side. Backer takes the snap, hands it off there to Schott. He goes up the middle for a pickup of maybe 3. It'll be 2nd down, and let's see where they spot it.
55,
They'll give him 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. 2:10 and counting to go here before halftime. Backer works out of the shotgun again, same formation as last time, and it's a handoff in the backfield, a little trick play, and the ball is thrown, and it's caught. Nice play there. Cole Johnson on the reception, just shy of midfield. Take a look at the replay. Backer took the snap, and he handed it off to Luke Carrier. Luke Carrier would fire it to Cole Johnson for the completed pass. It's a pickup of about 15, puts the ball on the 49-yard line. Takes the snap, Backer right side, and gets popped at the 45 by 3 or 4 white jerseys.
Around right hand. On the tackle.
2nd down and about 5 after that last play.
Timeout.
And a timeout has been called by the Gophers.
Please set the game clock to 1:41. Thank you.
1:41, all right. So we'll leave our clock sit at 1:16 for about 30-some seconds. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. Welcome back. 1:41 to go here before halftime. in the AA State Championship game on Magnitude Sports Radio from US Bank Stadium. Sam Backer will take the snap. And he's going to fire deep to the end zone, and there are 2 Trojans there. It's intercepted at the 11-yard line, at the 30, 35, 40, 45, down the near sideline. Spins through 1 tackle, and he's down at the 40, and 2 flags come in. It was Owen Riddle on the interception, and we'll see what the flag here. I think it's a block.
Was down on the return.
49-yard return to this point to the Chatfield 39. There are flags behind the play.
Backer threw it into double coverage. The intended receiver was Cole Johnson, and Owen Riddle stepped in front of Johnson and brought it all the way back. And now Barnesville, I think, gets a block in the back penalty. So with the penalty, we'll see where they spot it. He originally brought it up to the Chatfield 35-yard line. Let's see where the ball goes to now.
Illegal blocking back, number 6 of the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. Will be tacked on to the end of the run. Barnesville 1st and 10.
All right. So 15 yards from approximately the 40-35 will bring it should put the ball about the 45. Barnesville's huddled up right now. The officials are standing around the 46. They have not placed the ball yet. The ball is still in the hands of the official. At least I think it is. I don't see the ball on the field anywhere. Now the officials are going to talk to one of the replay guys. Clock is currently stopped at 1:27. It'll be 1st down and 10 Barnesville from wherever they decide to place the football at. And here's a replay. So Riddle, 40-35, or 40-45, now crosses midfield, and there was the, I didn't see a block in the back. Riddle spun, and he was drug out of bounds right at the 40. So that would bring it back to the Barnesville 45 if they're, maybe they're talking about, yeah, they are looking at this play again. I'm wondering if there was no penalty on the play. I don't know. On that particular replay, I didn't see any block in the back, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen off camera. But the officials are talking to the replay guy. The replay guy is wearing like a white sweater with yellow shoulders on it, if that makes sense. I don't know. The referees are wearing white shirts with black stripes. You know what that is, right? Right?
Again, we had a block in the back on the defense, number 6. 15-yard penalty tacked on to the end of the run. 1st and 10.
Okay, so I believe if he was out of bounds at the 40.
So that penalty is added to the interception return. It's going to move the ball down to the 24. It's a 15-yard penalty on Chatfield.
Oh, the illegal block in the back was on number 6 of Chatfield.
Interception return and Markov.
And that's why I didn't see
in the Chatfield 25.
anything on camera, because I was looking for Barnesville to commit the penalty, and that's why I didn't see the penalty, because it was against Chatfield. And, ooh, he got hit. I think his helmet came off. No, it didn't. Braden Bredman, let's take a look at the replay here.
Timeout. Barnesville.
Oh, he dropped the ball, and then, ooh, he got a nasty hit. It almost looked like his helmet was on a spring. It tried to come off, and then it just came right back down on his head where it's supposed to be at. So,
please reset the game clock to 1:19.
want to say hi to Chris. He says, "Let's go Trojans." Chris is listening at work right now. Thank you so much for tuning in, Chris. I appreciate it. It's been a good one so far. We have 1:19 to go here in the second quarter. A attempted touchdown pass from Sam Backer to Cole Johnson was intercepted by Owen Riddle. And then he brought it all the way down to the 40-yard line. And a block in the back penalty on Cole Johnson of the Chatfield Gophers moved it up 15 yards. And now the next play was a result, excuse me, the next play was a loss of 3. And that brings up 2nd down and 13 from the Chatfield 28-yard line.
2nd and 13 after the timeout.
1:19 to go. Bredman under center, takes the snap. He'll look to pass. He's got Iniger at the 10, at the 5, touchdown! A 28-yard touchdown pass from Zach Bredman to Tate Iniger, and it's the 2nd time they've connected on touchdown passes, and that makes the score 21-8 with the point after coming up.
Zach Bredman to Iniger for the score.
On the defense there was Eli Hop for the Gophers, but Iniger was able to outrun him, and Bredman placed the pass perfectly over the defender and into the hands of Iniger. And Iniger had nobody in front of him. He could walk right into the end zone. Barnesville's going for 2. And now they call a timeout. 1:13 to go.
Barnesville, that's their 2nd timeout.
Barnesville uses their 2nd timeout of the half. Each team gets 3 per half. Barnesville has 1 left. Chatfield has 2 timeouts left. As they show the replay of the touchdown once again. Bredman faked the handoff, looked to his left, got it over Eli Hop into the waiting arms of Tate Iniger, and Iniger just had an 8-yard sprint into the end zone after that. Oh, it was maybe a little bit more than an 8-yard. It was more like 12-yard sprint, but either way, he would score, and that makes it 21-8 as the Barnesville Trojans increase their lead and capitalize on a fumble recovery. I'm sorry, the fumble recovery was on the previous possession. They capitalized on an Owen Riddle interception inside the 5-yard line. So Barnesville was originally lining up for 2. Let's see if they still do that. And yes, it does appear that Barnesville's going to go for 2 here. They're up 21-8 with 1:13 to go in the 2nd quarter of play. To 2-point conversion with the T offense. Zach Bredman under center, hands it off, up the middle, and into the end zone is Braden Bredman for the 2 points.
On the 2-pointer.
Right up the middle, no problem there.
1:13 to go in the first half. Barnesville 23, Chatfield 8.
And that makes it 23-8 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. With 1:13 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Time elapsed, 2nd quarter, 10 minutes, 47 seconds. Length of the drive, 14.
Wants to say hi to Lacey. She's cheering on the Barnesville Trojans from Gillette, Wyoming. Thank you so much for tuning in, Lacey. And we hope that you're enjoying the broadcast so far. 23-8, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. All right, welcome back to U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of the Minnesota Vikings.
Backer deep in the middle.
And it's the team in purple from Barnesville with a 23-8 lead right now here as we have a minute to go here before halftime.
Jackson Shield on return.
Looks like Chatfield will bring the ball up to about the 26.
Along with Braden Bredman.
10-yard return for Shield. Chatfield 1st and 10 at the 36.
So Chatfield has threatened on their last two drives. However, the first one resulted in a lost fumble. The second one resulted in an Owen Riddle interception. Backer takes the snap. He's looking to pass again. This time he'll fire outside, and it's caught. It's caught by Jackson Shield. So it's a pickup of about 13 on the play. It'll be good for a first down. They bring it into Barnesville territory on the 39-yard line. Backer looking to pass again. He's got a little time in the pocket. Now he takes off. And he's zigzagging through the middle of the field, and he gets brought down at the 30-yard line. A pickup of 9. It'll be second down and 1.
Timeout. Chatfield. That's their second timeout.
Chatfield is now taking their second timeout. That'll stop the clock with 37 seconds to go. As they show the replay here. Oh, that was the previous play, the pass play there to Jackson Shield, who's a 5'8" senior. So we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in a moment. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen picked, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point, and they get the serve back. Inquest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
All right, welcome back. 23-8 with 37 seconds to go before halftime. And the Barnesville Trojans have the lead over the Chatfield Gophers.
Barnesville 30.
It is second down and 1 for the Gophers from the Barnesville 30. Here's the snap. Backer takes it up the middle. He's got the first down up to the 25.
On the spread, the keeper for Backer. Shut down by Lopes. First and 10 at the 25.
And now Chatfield will hustle back, and they'll spike it to stop the clock with 25 seconds to go.
Backer spikes the ball.
So it'll bring up second down and 10 now for Chatfield, and that'll give them a little bit of time here to talk things over in the huddle and see if they can put together a scoring play, as they'll have at least 2 opportunities, maybe 3, to try and get it in the end zone here with 25 seconds remaining in the first half.
Reset at the timeout, second and 10.
Both teams have 1 timeout remaining if they choose to use them. 2 teams broke the huddle, and now the officials will run in. I think this is an officials timeout. Not sure why.
Please reset the game clock to 32 seconds.
Okay, that's why. They want to
start on the snap.
So with 32 seconds, they will have 2 plays for sure, maybe 3, maybe 4. They need to go 25 yards in 32 seconds to try and get some points on the board before halftime. Barnesville will receive the second half kickoff. We'll see if their defense can hold. They're going to try that trick play, and now he throws it back to Backer, and Backer cannot complete the catch. It falls incomplete with 26 seconds to go, and it's third down and 10. Backer handed it off. I believe it was Cole Johnson in the backfield. Let's take a look at the replay. No, check that. It was Luke Carrier, and then Luke Carrier tried to connect back to Backer, and Backer could not make the catch. And it'll fall down to the ground for an incomplete pass, stopping the clock with 26 seconds. On the coverage there was Brody Gray, and some excellent coverage by Brody Gray of the Barnesville Trojans. Third down and 10, here's the snap. Backer looking to pass. Now he rolls to his right, he's still looking downfield, and he throws and he connects. And brought down at about the 13-yard line. Drew O'Connor on the reception, and a timeout.
That's their third and final timeout.
Will stop the clock with 13 seconds to go.
Make the stop on the last play for the Trojans.
So Chatfield now out of timeouts. And they have 13 seconds to work with here.
17 seconds.
Okay, I guess they have 17 seconds. They are really keeping an eye on where the clock should be at, I guess. So now they have 17 seconds to work with to go 25 yards. They still have the potential to get 2 plays off here if they need them. So far, the Barnesville defense has held. It's 3rd down and 10. 17 seconds left in the first half.
4th down situation at 3 for Chatfield.
3rd and 10. Backer will keep it himself. Backer looking for an alley. He gets into the end zone. It's a 25-yard touchdown run for Sam Backer. That makes the score 23-14. They're saying it was 17. The scoreboard said the ball was on the 25-yard line, so I'm not sure where they got 17 from, but we'll go with a 17-yard run for Sam Backer with 11 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like Chatfield's going to go for 2. They're down 23-14.
Gophers will go for 2.
And Backer will take the snap. Now he'll flip it off. And no, he did not make it into the end zone. He's going to be short by about a yard. Backer took the snap, ran off to the right. Then he'd pitch it out to Luke Carrier. Luke Carrier took it outside the numbers to the far sideline. He dived forward to try and get the ball over the goal line, but he was brought down, and the referee said, no, you're down at the 1-yard line.
57 seconds, 57. And just updating back for you, he's 15 carries for 95 yards on the ground.
So it'll remain 23-14 as the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. And now Barnesville will get the kickoff. Are they reviewing the 2-point play? Ooh. If they review that, Chatfield might get 2 points. From that camera angle, I can't tell from that camera angle. The previous camera angle looked like he made it in. And they are indeed officially putting that play under review right now. So hold up. It's either going to be 23-14 or 23-16. And it's going to be no. No, they did not give it to him. Chatfield will go for the kickoff. So the review, they didn't even announce it, but it's going to be a squid kick, and it gets through the fingertips. Now picked up at the 7-yard line there by John Roller, Braden Bredman, one of the two. It was Braden Bredman, and Bredman does not get anywhere. He picked it up at the 7, ran back to about the 5 from the near 10 to the far 10, and then brought it back up to about the 7.
And Barnesville has a 1st and 10 on their own 7.
3 seconds to work with here. And looks like they're just going to kneel down and take this 23-14 lead into halftime. Your halftime score in the State AA Football Championship game from US Bank Stadium. The Barnesville Trojans 23 and the Chatfield Gophers 14 on the Ratzo's Wall scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with your halftime show in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Class 2A Championship.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today. 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate. Wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Barnesville has what your family values most: opportunities for your kids. Recognized in 2021 as one of only 6 National Blue Ribbon schools in the state of Minnesota, Barnesville has a reputation for exceptional teachers and innovative programs. And now they have a beautiful new school campus featuring a sports arena, 650-seat performing arts auditorium, and a well-appointed athletic complex. In Barnesville, the schools are the center of the community. Learn more about everything that Barnesville has to offer your family.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back. Your halftime score on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard has the Barnesville Trojans leading the Chatfield Gophers 23-14 here at halftime of the state AA football championship game. Also want to say hi to Lily and Margie. Margie says it's a great game. They are in Manitoba right now cheering on the Barnesville Trojans, and Connor Lokes. Go Connor from Blair and Margie. So Connor, when you come back to listen to this a little bit later, there you go. Lily says, cheering for Barnesville. I hope they can pull out the victory. Thanks for watching, or listening, I should say, Lily. Let's take a look at your first half stats here as they play a Seinfeld promo on the big screen here. We'll turn down our background microphone so you can't hear that. Barnesville, first downs, 10-7 in favor of Chatfield. Let's see here. Rushing attempts, 20 for Barnesville, 19 for Chatfield. Rushing yards, 123 for Barnesville, 100 even for Chatfield. That is an average of 6 yards on the ground per carry or for Barnesville and 5.3 yards per carry for Chatfield. Passing, Barnesville has successfully caught 3 passes, while Chatfield has successfully caught 6 passes. So 3 receptions for 48 yards, which is an average of 16 yards per pass, and a total of 48 passing yards. 6 receptions for a total of 100 yards for Chatfield, which is an average of 16.7. So both teams averaging about 16 yards per pass play. Chatfield has had 2 punt returns for 19 yards. Barnesville, no punts. They had 1 punt, but Chatfield has a unique way of making it look like they're going to go for it on 4th down, and then Backer just boots the ball away with nobody back to receive the kick, and that allows Chatfield to get down to the field and down the ball. So that's why Barnesville has 0 punt return yards. Barnesville has picked off Sam Backer on 2 occasions. They've brought those 2 interceptions back for 56 yards, tack on a 15-yard penalty on one of those 2 interception returns. Chatfield has lost the ball once on a fumble. Barnesville recovered. That's a total of 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and 1 lost fumble for the Chatfield Gophers. Penalties, none for Barnesville, 1 for Chatfield. It was that illegal block in the back after that Owen Riddle interception for 15 yards. Punts. Barnesville has punted the ball 3 times, and Chatfield has punted the ball twice. Time of possession, Barnesville 12 minutes, 5 seconds. Chatfield 11 minutes, 55 seconds. So Barnesville's had the ball for 10 seconds longer than Chatfield in this game. Barnesville's 1 for 4 on 3rd downs. Chatfield is 1 for 6 on 3rd downs. Barnesville has not attempted a 4th down. I'm not sure if they've had a 4th down. Oh, yeah, they have. They punted it on both occasions. Chatfield is 2 for 2 on 4th down conversion attempts. And that's a look at your team stats. Taking a look at some individual numbers here. Zach Bregman is 3 for 3 passing for 48 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of those 2 touchdowns, 28 yards to Tate Iniger. Tate Iniger with 2 receptions for 36 yards. John Roller with 1 reception for 12 yards. And Tate Iniger has both of the receiving touchdowns. Rushing, John Roller, 5 carries for 56 yards, averaging 11 yards per carry. His longest run was 44. Zach Bregman, 5 carries for 45 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. His longest run was 24. Ethan Larson, 13 yards on 1 carry. Andrew Peterson, 10 yards gained on 4 carries. It averages 2.5 yards a carry. His longest run was 8 yards. Dawson Gregg, one run for 2 yards, and that 1 run resulted in a touchdown. And Connor Lokes, 1 rush for 1 yard. And Braden Bredman, 2 rushes for 1 yard. Actually, no, I'm sorry. 2 rushes for 0 yards. He gained 1 and then lost 2, so that comes out to 0 yards on 2 carries for Braden Bredman. For the Chatfield Gophers, Sam Backer, 5 for 10 passing with 2 interceptions, 84 yards with 1 passing touchdown. His longest pass was 36. Luke Carrier on a trick play on a pitch from Sam Backer would go 1 for 2 passing for 16 yards passing. Receiving wise, Shot, 1 reception for 36 yards and 1 touchdown. Johnson, 3 receptions for 31 yards, averaging 10 yards a reception. Shield, 1 reception for 25 yards. And O'Connor, 1 reception for 8 yards. Rushing wise for the Chatfield Gophers, Sam Backer, 101 yards on 15 carries for an average of 6.3. Actually, I take that back. You throw in a couple runs for a loss. He ran for 101, but with the tackles for loss, his net gain is 95. So he has 95 yards on 15 carries. His longest run was 17. He has 1 rushing touchdown. Shot has 4 attempts for a net gain of 5 yards, averaging 1.3 per carry. His longest run was 2. Sam Backer has the lone lost fumble here for the Chatfield Gophers. Let's see. Let's get the guy's first name here. I believe it's Ethan, but let me look at my roster. No, it's Eli. Eli Hopp leads the way with 6 tackles for the Chatfield Gophers, while on defense for the Barnesville Trojans, it is a total of 3 tackles for Connor Lokes and Asher O'Brien, 2 tackles for Owen Riddle, Braden Bredman, Ethan Larson, and then 1 tackle apiece for Andrew Peterson, Cameron Halverson, and I need to look at my roster for this one. Isaiah, I'm not sure how to pronounce. I'm wondering I don't think I've ever said his name all season. I'm not sure if I know how to pronounce his last name. Isaiah Zajac. If I said that wrong, I certainly apologize to the Barnesville fans. So I want to say hi to Matthew. Matt, thanks for listening in. And those will look at some of your first half numbers. It was 7-0 Barnesville after the first quarter. Barnesville outscored Chatfield 16-14 in the second quarter to bring us to a halftime of 23-14 in favor of Barnesville. The scoring looked like this. Dawson Gregg rushed for a 2-yard touchdown run on a pass that I had it down for 7 plays. The official stat has it down for 6 plays, 91 yards. Extra point was good by Manville to make it 7-0 with 2:41 to go in the first quarter of play. That score would hold until about the 7-minute mark of the second quarter when Sam Backer out of the shotgun would complete a pass to Kelly and shot for 36 yards on a touchdown. And the point after attempt was, it goes into the books as a successful point after attempt, but Chatfield originally lined up for an extra point kick. That kick was blocked by a Barnesville Trojan into the hands of Luke Carrier. And Luke Carrier had rushed to the near corner and sneak inside the pylon for the 2-point conversion off the blocked field goal. And it's 8-7 at this point with 7:02 to go in the second quarter of play in favor of the Chatfield Gophers. About 5 minutes later, Barnesville would answer as Zach Bredman would complete a short pass for 8 yards to Tate Iniger for a touchdown. And the Trojans would go for 2 and be successful. That drive lasted 5 plays for 34 yards, taking 2 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. And at that point, Barnesville would lead 15-8. Barnesville, about a minute later, would get another touchdown pass. This one for 20 more yards than the previous one. Bredman to Tate Iniger for 8 yards. This time, Bredman to Tate Iniger for 28 yards for the touchdown. The point after attempt, I believe it was a 2-point conversion, was good. I take that back. It was no good. And then it became a 23-8 at that point. And then right before halftime with 11 seconds to go, out of the shotgun, Sam Backer would rush to the left side of the field for 17 yards, and he would pick up the touchdown. And that drive lasted 7 plays, 64 yards, took 57 seconds off the clock, and that's where we sit right now, 23-14 here at halftime. Some girls basketball last night. The Breckenridge Cowgirls defeated the DGF Rebels. I'm drawing a blank on the final score on that one. Let's pull up our final scores and find out what the final score was on that one. But I know I was talking to a couple DGF coaches and a couple DGF fans, and everybody I talked to at DGF High School is wishing the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in today's game. They're hoping that if Barnesville can do it, that they can do it again tomorrow. But Breckenridge would win 64-53 in our girls basketball opener last night here on Magnitude Sports. That was a game that was originally scheduled to be played today, but due to the fact that the girls basketball coach is also on the coaching staff for the DGF Rebels football team, they moved the game ahead to December 1st so they didn't have any coaching conflicts between their basketball and football team, as the DGF Rebels will take on New London Spicer tomorrow with a 1 o'clock kickoff here on Magnitude Sports from US Bank Stadium. We'll have that game for you live at about 1 o'clock as we take a look at our upcoming schedule here. Today's game. Tomorrow we have another girls basketball game. Should be a fun one. The Fargo South Bruins of North Dakota Class A take on their neighbors from about 15 miles away of North Dakota Class B, the Kindred Vikings. So Class A versus Class B matchup. That's a 12 noon tip-off. Josh and Nick will have the call on that one. And then I'll be here about an hour later for the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels take on New London Spicer for a 1 o'clock kickoff from US Bank Stadium. As the two teams come out of the locker room, we still have about 2 minutes before the second half begins. And then some girls basketball for you on Tuesdays. The Perm Yellow Jackets. We'll see them for the first time this season. They will host the Underwood Rockets. Jason and Lance will have the call on that game. And then Thursday, December 8th, we'll have the Barnesville DGF Rebels girls basketball game. And then Barnesville fans, the boys game on December 9th has been postponed. I don't know the reasoning for that postponement. However, I do know that it is 100% postponed, and I have not heard of a rescheduling date as of yet. But then the girls team plays on Friday against the Kindred Vikings. And then the Kindred Vikings go the next day back home. Their boys team will open up the season against Hillsborough Central Valley. And then we'll have a Perham wrestling basketball doubleheader for you as the Yellow Jackets will take on Alexandria Pine River Backus Pequot Lakes in a wrestling triangular that will take place at the Hive in Perham. And then the Perham Yellow Jackets girls basketball team will play the Park Rapids area Panthers at Prairie Winds Middle School due to the wrestling being at the Hive. And then the Kindred Vikings will take on their rivals from the north, the Northern Cass Jaguars, at 7:30 on Tuesday, December 13th as well. You can dig deeper into that schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, the one you're watching right now, at MagnitudeSN. You can follow and like us on Twitter and Facebook, MagnitudeSN, and Instagram is there too, at MagnitudeSN as well. I want to say hi to Jeff. Thank you so much, Jeff. Certainly appreciate your support, and hope you're enjoying the broadcast today. Jeff tuning in to the broadcast tonight, and has decided to become a Magnitude Bronze fan. If you'd like to become a fan, you can click the join button, and all the information you need is right there. You can select whichever plan you'd like to sign up to join as, and we appreciate your support. And when you do that, your name will pop up highlighted, and I'll give you a shout out if I haven't given you a shout out already, or I'll give you a second shout out, one of the two. So, all right. Well, the clock has hit 0. I'm not sure if we have time for a commercial break, but we're going to take a quick one anyway, and we'll be right back with the third quarter of play here on Magnitude Sports.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, welcome back to Magnitude Sports Radio. As we get ready to start the third quarter of play, the Barnesville Trojans leading the Chatfield Gophers by a score of 23-14. 1 half down and 1 half to go. Now see if the Barnesville Trojans can hang on. They will receive the second half kick. So that score right before the half by Chatfield was very significant. As they not make that touchdown pass, they'd be kicking off trailing 23-7 instead of 23-14. We'll see if that makes a difference. Lining up for the kick is Jacob Erickson. And boom, it's down the field. It'll be a line drive kick picked up at the 8-yard line, and he'll cut back inside to the middle at the 20. Now at the 21, and gets pushed back to about the 19. We'll see where they spot it. On the return was Braden Bredman.
For the Gophers, number 5, Carter Daniels.
And Carter Daniels on the tackle for the Gophers. For any Chatfield fans tuning in, I know we had a few tune in for the semifinal game last year, and we hope that outside of the scoreboard that you're enjoying the broadcast as well.
First and 10 for the Trojans. Ball at the Barnesville 21-yard line.
Barnesville has the ball. Bredman under center at the 20-yard line. The snap and the handoff. And Braden Bredman receives the handoff. I think he tripped over his own shoestrings. He tumbled forward to about the 22. Should be a pickup of 2 and second down and 8.
Gain of a yard will make it second and 9.
Bredman will hand it off. No, he'll keep it himself. It's a hidden ball track. Bredman outside of the 20, and he bounces off a tackle and spins ahead to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 4. Bring up third down and about 4.
2 yards for Bredman.
Oh, they're only giving him 2 yards.
6 now at the 25. Barnesville was 1 out of 4.
So third and 6.
1 for 4.
On the 25-yard line.
25 for Barnesville.
Barnesville has to get to the 31 for a first down. Bredman takes the snap, and he'll keep it. Roll out, now he'll fire a pass, and that pass is incomplete. It was intended for Tate Iniger, but some excellent coverage from the Gophers' Eli Hop, as he was able to get a couple hands in there and break that pass up.
On the defense, number 10, like hot for the Gophers.
And if he had not broken that pass up, that would have been a huge, huge gain. So the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down and 6, and Barnesville will punt. Sam Backer back at his own 39 to receive the punt, and the punt is away. Backer will have to run back. The ball will take a Barnesville bounce to about the 29-yard line. Check that, wrong side of the 30, to about the 34-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Chatfield.
First touch at the 38. So it's a 37-yard punt.
Down by 23.
37 yards in the punt and no return. Chatfield first and 10.
Chatfield will take over 1st and 10.
So a big opportunity here for Chatfield to put together a drive and see if they can't chip away at that deficit that they are facing right now. Barnesville defense has been on and off. It seems like they've been on every other drive. And Backer will keep it himself, cut outside the numbers, across the 40 and out of bounds at about the 45. It's a pickup of approximately 7 yards, and it'll be enough for a first down.
He has 16 carries for 103. Sam Backer, top rusher of the game for Chatfield. 16 carries for 103. 2nd and 2 at the 46.
Gain of 8 will make it 2nd and 2.
Second down and 2. Backer with the shotgun snap, hands it off there to Schott. And Schott is going to be very close to the first down. Not sure if they're going to give it to him or not.
Nicholas Robidoux, 55 on the tackle.
It's going to be a first down rushing for Schott, giving him 2 yards. 2 for Schott, first down rushing.
Well, they haven't moved the chains yet, and now they do.
Being up to the 47, that is good enough for 1st and 10 for Chatfield.
So the ball now on the Chatfield 47. Right on the horn of the Viking at midfield. And he'll take the snap and he'll roll out. Backer across midfield. Takes it from the 47 to about the 48, and it'll be a pickup of approximately 5. 2nd down and 5 now. So he takes it from the 47 to the 47.
Carry into plus territory with the Barnesville 47.
And it'll be 2nd and 4. Clock continues to run as we approach 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Chatfield will break the huddle, and Backer sends a man in motion. Now he'll keep it himself and take it up the middle off the snap, and
Backer keeps it straight up.
He's gonna get the first down. He needed 4. He got about 5.5.
Gain up to the 41-yard line. It's a 1st and 10.
So Chatfield moving the ball down the field here. Out of the shotgun, Backer will take it, go to his right. Now outside the numbers, the 40 cuts back in. right on the numbers. He's brought down and then pushed back outside the numbers, close to the 36. Pickup of about 5 on the play. Two 12-0 teams, and right now the Barnesville Trojans are the 12-0 team with the lead, but the Gophers knocking on the door here inside Barnesville territory. Ball on the 36-yard line. And he'll look to pass, and the pass is in the air, and it is intercepted once again by Owen Riddle. At the 20, cuts inside of the 25.
He's intercepted.
Owen Riddle gets the interception, and Barnesville will take over 1st and 10. It looked a lot like that same play last time. The intended receiver was Luke Carrier, and just like last time, Owen Riddle stepped right in front of Carrier and brought the interception back, and Barnesville gets the ball back, leading 23-14 with 7.5 to go here in the 3rd, and we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. 1st and 10 for Barnesville when we return after the break.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Are you looking to buy or sell your home? Maybe you need a summer getaway. Contact Josh Weedcheck, your local hometown licensed real estate agent with Priority Real Estate in Barnesville. Josh will assist you in finding a new home for you and your family. Whether it's a pre-existing home or a lot available to build your own dream home, call or text Josh today, 218-790-2477. Priority Real Estate, wishing the Trojans the best of luck in today's game. It's a 9.2 possession lead for the Barnesville Trojans at 23-14. Owen Riddle just picked off Sam Backer for the 3rd time today. 2 of those 3 interceptions by Owen Riddle. And now Barnesville has the ball, 1st down and 10 from their own 27 after the 4th turnover of the game. 3 interceptions and 1 lost fumble, all at the hands of Sam Backer. And Jim says, way to go, Owen, with a couple of thumbs up and an applause emoji. Thanks for continuing to listen in, Jim. Certainly appreciate it. Jim, one of our faithful and loyal viewers and listeners on occasion. I can't tell you the last time he didn't watch or listen to a game. We love Jim. We love everybody. I don't want to single Jim out. I don't want to upset anybody, but Jim's been awesome.
For Barnesville, ball the Trojans 27.
They just put the Barnesville fans section on the big screen. There they are again. And then they flipped it over to Chatfield, and they're just sitting there kind of like in mute mode right now. Zach Bredman hands it off. I think that was Braden Bredman. He maybe gets a yard, but that's about it, if anything. And it was Braden Bredman.
Braden Bredman on the carry.
No gain, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Goal number 60 on the tackle for the Gophers.
Matt says, let's go Trojans, sophomore Trojans, cheering on all the 10th graders. I think, if I'm reading that right. Inside 7 minutes to go as Zach Bredman comes under center out of the huddle. Barnesville 2nd and 10 from their own 27. Snap, handoff to Connor Lokes. Ethan Larson. I always get those two mixed up. Ethan Larson.
Ethan Larson picking his man on the left side.
And he'll gain 2 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Hit made by number 77, Lynn Morgan.
Actually, they're going to give him 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 7. And on the tackle there was
for the Trojans,
Lynn Borgen. Bredman under center again as the Barnesville fans get on their feet and cheer. Bredman hands it off. I don't even know who has the ball. It's all the way upfield. That is John Roller up to the 27-yard line of the Gophers.
Down the sideline in the bus territory.
43 yards for Roller.
I'm so glad I was not running a camera because the camera would have missed that play. John Roller with a huge gain.
It was carried out to the Chatfield 27. 1st and 10 Barnesville.
1st and 10 now.
Longest run of the game. Roller had a 44-yarder in the first half.
Well, Barnesville's been known for those kind of plays where you don't know who has the ball until they're already 10 yards up the field. Here's a handoff to Dawson Gregg. Gregg avoids a couple trip-ups and falls ahead inside of the 25, close to the 23. Pickup of approximately 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 now at the 23.
Five minutes to go exactly here in the 3rd quarter. Barnesville driving, looking to enlarge their lead. Bredman, 3 men behind him, kneels down under center, takes a snap, and Bredman will keep it. And he will find a seam up the middle, and he gets brought down at about the 13-yard line. So that should be enough for a 1st down, and it is. Pickup of 6, and they needed 6, so.
1st and 10 at the 17.
The ball's now at the.
Timeout on the field for an injury.
Okay, we have a timeout for an injury, so it's an official's timeout. It's a Chatfield Gopher who is slow to get up, but I don't see a jersey number on it.
This will be a television timeout.
Okay, well, it's a television timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, the injured Gopher was Sam Backer, so he'll come out for at least one play. He was helped off with a little assistance, but mostly on his own. The two teams are still huddled up near their particular sidelines. Once again, Chatfield in their maroon jerseys with white numbers on the near sideline. Barnesville in their white jerseys with purple pants and purple numbers on the far sideline. We have 4:35 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Barnesville has the ball, 1st down and 10 on the Chatfield 17-yard line. As the Chatfield fans try and rev up their team. And there's, I don't know, it was a TV timeout. We took the full TV timeout, and now we still have no action on the field yet. And I don't know what the extra holdup is here. Barnesville and Chatfield student sections doing the We Got Spirit chant. And based on my particular observation, and I'm not just saying this, it's my true observation, I think Barnesville won that chant.
Red zone for the Trojans at the Chatfield. 17, 1st and 10.
They'll start the clock. 4:31, 4:30, 4:29, and counting. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line for the Barnesville Trojans. It's a handoff, and he maybe got a yard, and that's it. Braden Bredman on the carry, 2nd down.
That's a 1
yard by carrier.
And they will give him 1, so it'll be 2nd and 9 now. Both teams with all 3 of their timeouts here in the second half.
Make it 2nd and 9.
As we approach 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 9. Bredman, pretty much the same formation all game long so far. 3 men in the backfield, Zach Bredman under center. And that will be handed off, and coming up through the middle there was Ethan Larson.
Gets 8 for
Eli Hop on the tackle.
It's going to make it 3rd and 1 now with the 8.
3rd down and 1 on a pickup of approximately 8. Pickup of 8 will bring the ball to the 8-yard line. They need to get to the 7-yard line for a 1st down, and then it would be 1st and goal if they can make that happen. 3rd and 1, 3:12 and counting. And I believe Roller had it, and he's going to lose a couple here. So it's going to be 4th down and about 3 now.
On the tackle.
Make that 4th down and 2.
Lost back to the 9.
Oh, it is going to be 4th and 3. Okay. So big play here for the Chatfield defense, and even bigger play for the Barnesville offense. Bredman takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. And he's got the 1st down. He needed 2, he got 3.
Down by shot.
It's going to be 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal Barnesville, ball at the Chatfield 6.
So the clock continues to tick here, 2:12 and counting. Barnesville break the huddle. They have the ball, 1st down and goal from the 6, leading 23-14 as we approach 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Bredman with 3 men behind him under center. Takes the snap. And he will keep it himself, and he's going to get bottled up quickly.
Zach Bredman again on the keeper.
It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Connor Daniels with the tackle.
It looks like they're going to place it at the 9, so it'd be a loss of 3 on the play.
Lost back to the 9, will be 2nd and goal.
Keep in mind, it is a 2-possession game. A touchdown would make it a 3-possession game. A field goal would make it a gotta score 2 touchdowns instead of a touchdown and something else. Man in motion. Bredman back to pass, fires end zone, Iniger, got it, touchdown Barnesville.
Action fade to the corner, from Zach Bredman.
Zach Bredman to Tate Iniger on a 9-yard touchdown pass.
9 yards on the touchdown.
That's the 3rd time those two have connected today for a touchdown. 1 of 8, 1 of 28, and now 1 of 9 yards. And that makes the score 29-14 with 1:05 to go. Minute 7 to go, actually.
Trojans will go for 2.
Barnesville will go for 2. Bredman under center. Or no, it was Owen Riddle under center, actually. And he'll trip ahead to Zach Bredman. And then he's going to fall short at about the 1-yard line.
And Bolger on the carry on the conversion.
That was okay. The 9, the 6 looked like a 9. It was actually Gannon Ballgreen on the carry, and he came up short.
AA Championship, Barnesville 29, Chatfield 14.
It's now a 15-point lead for the Barnesville Trojans with 1:07 to go in the third quarter of play. Chatfield will get the kickoff when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. All right, 1:07 to go in the third quarter. Tate Iniger with 3 touchdown receptions. His most recent one, a 9-yard connection from Zach Bredman. 2-point conversion failed. It's 29-17. The kickoff is bobbled by Sam Backer at the 10. He picks it up. Now he has a little bit of a space. 35-40, and he cuts inside to about the 44 before he is brought down by Barnesville's Peyton Amundsen. Connor Lokes was also in on the tackle with Amundsen. And Johnny Robidoux got the initial hit on Backer. So 3 Barnesville Trojans responsible for bringing Backer down, but a good return here after the bobbled reception on the kick return. Backer takes the snap, rolls out to the right side now, and
Backer keeps it in his tripped up.
I believe that was Braden Bredman on the tackle.
Braden Bredman on the stop.
That's a gain of 4 for Backer. 2nd and 6 to 49.
2nd down and 6. Ball on the Chatfield 49-yard line, so they're a yard shy of midfield before they enter into Barnesville territory. 2nd and 5, Backer takes the snap. He'll pass, incomplete.
Backer on the pass off the flat, intended for Drew O'Connor.
The intended receiver was Drew O'Connor, the 6'3" senior. But Sam Backer threw it to his feet instead of his numbers, and had he kept that pass a little bit higher, it may have been caught for a short gain. Instead, it's 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 6, excuse me. 14 seconds to go in the third quarter. So this could potentially be the final play unless it's an incomplete pass or a defensive penalty. Backer will take the snap, and Backer spins and doesn't get much. He maybe gets 2 yards at the maximum. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 or 4. 4th down and 4.
Oscar Ballgreen, 53. Nicholas Robidoux, 55 on the tackle.
And that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That is the end of the third quarter play here.
In the AA Championship game, it's the Barnesville Trojans 29 and the Chatfield Gophers 14 on the Rapsos Pool Hall scoreboard. 3 down, 1 to go. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. It's time to start the fourth quarter of the State AA Championship game live here from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And right now, the Barnesville Trojans lead 29-14 over the Chatfield Gophers. A rematch of last year's semifinal in which the Gophers were able to pull off a victory. Barnesville looking to prevent that from happening back-to-back years, while the Gophers would love to win back-to-back titles. Barnesville has been to the state championship game. I believe it's been 5 times. This is the 6th time, but they have never won it. And they are a quarter away from potentially getting their first, knock on wood, so I don't jinx anybody.
Chatfield's got a 4th and 4, Barnesville 49. Chatfield is 2 out of 2 today on 4th down conversion attempts. Go for it here.
Barnesville fans on the far side of the stadium are letting their voices be heard. That's mostly the student section. Or if there are parents cheering, they're drowned out by the students, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The teams are on the field. They still got some commercial graphics on the big screen from the TV channel that is broadcasting it here locally in the Minneapolis area.
The 4th and 4 for Chatfield.
Want to say hi to B, listening from Colorado, wishes that they could be here to watch their grandson and the Barnesville Trojans play. They say, go get that trophy. They're a quarter away from doing just that. Backer switches directions as he got almost tripped up, and now he has some room to run. He's got one man to beat, and he's brought down at about the 15-yard line. It is a pickup of about 34 yards. Make that about, 34, 36 yards.
14, Cody Gray. 15, Handel Housman on the tackle. First and 10 for the 15.
And they'll take the snap, looking to pass. Pass is complete to Eli Hoppy, but Hoppy is brought down immediately.
Number 10, and the gain is 4.
Brought down by 25, Asher O'Brien. Gain of 4 in the play up to 11.
I'm not sure who brought him down. I couldn't quite catch the jersey number for Barnesville. But it is 2nd down and 6. And the ball's on the 11-yard line, and now Chatfield takes a timeout.
Timeout, Chatfield. That's their first timeout of the half.
We'll keep it here during this timeout. I want to thank our sponsors, including Barnesville Senex, the Pitchfork, Dean's Bulk Service,
championship games today.
Willow Creek Insurance, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, Midwest Bank, Agent Josh Wiechek at Priority Real Estate, Barnesville Booster Club, Ratzel's Pool Hall, Barnesville Internet, the City of Barnesville, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Ball Green Construction, to name a few. Actually, I think that might be all of them here on bringing you volleyball and football coverage this fall sports season that has crossed over into the winter sports season. We have 11 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of play. Barnesville up 29-14. It's a 15-point advantage. So if Chatfield were to score 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, they would take a 30-29 lead. So that kind of gives you an idea of what Chatfield needs to do here in the next 11 minutes and 4 seconds. If they score 2 touchdowns but fail on both two-point conversions, Barnesville would still have the lead. Right now, Chatfield has the ball, 2nd and 6 on the Barnesville 11-yard line, as Chatfield took a timeout. They're showing highlights of, I think it's the recent drive right now on the big screen, and it looks like it was Asher O'Brien on that tackle on the one that I couldn't identify earlier. Coming up in the post-game show, we'll have full stats for you. So now the Chatfield student section is making their voice heard. Well, timeout has ended. Barnesville will come back out onto the field, and their defense will come out onto the field. The Chatfield offense will now break the huddle. Once again, the ball's at the 11-yard line. It's 2nd down and 6.
After the timeout,
they have to get to just inside the 5 for a first down. Backer takes the snap up the middle, and he'll be brought down at about the 6 or 7-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Jonathan and Nicholas Robinson combined on the tackle.
So can the Barnesville defense hold, keep them from getting 1 yard? I don't think so. I think they got the first down.
Backer surges forward for the first down. Robinson on the stop. First and goal, Chatfield, off the Barnesville 4.
So the ball on the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal for Chatfield. Backer takes the snap, cuts to the right side, and he will dive forward, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. It is a 4-yard touchdown run for Sam Backer, and that cuts the lead down to 29-20 with the point after attempt on the horizon here.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so they're reviewing the play. We'll take a look at the replay here and see if I can see what they're reviewing or not. On the initial play, it looked like a good touchdown run by Backer. 10:06 remains in the fourth. It's 29-20 with the recent play under review here. And they're not showing any replays on the big screen. Only the guy and the referee are looking at it on an iPad down at about the 5-yard line. The way it stands right now is that it's 1st and goal. Or I'm sorry, the way it stands right now is that it is a touchdown with the point after attempt possibly coming up next, pending the review.
The previous play is being reversed. The runner was down 1 ball short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd down. The clock will start on the ready for play.
All right, so no touchdown for Chatfield. 29-14 is your new score, and the ball will be placed on the 1 yard line. It'll be second down and goal.
Second and goal for the Gophers from inside the 1.
And did they get it? No signal yet. And now they're saying touchdown.
1 yard scoring run, Sam Backer.
So now the referees are getting together here. Is this one going to be under review too? Or let's see here. Take a look at the replay. It was a QB sneak by Backer. And yep, he got in. According to that replay, he got in.
Jacob Erickson in for the conversion. Number 20 has the holding.
They're actually going to go for the extra point here, not the 2-point conversion. 29-20, unless it's another fake. Well, actually, the last one was blocked. It wasn't a fake. And that one is no good. It was wide right.
And the kick is no good.
And with 9:52 to go in the fourth, the point after attempt is no good, and it is still, with the Chatfield touchdown, it is still a 2-possession game in favor of Barnesville.
The ball game. Barnesville 29, Chatfield 20.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, 9:52 to go. Chatfield scores a touchdown. They missed the point after kick. Wide right. And that makes it a 9-point game instead of an 8-point game. Had he made that kick, it would have been a 1-possession game, but now it's a 2-possession game with 9:52 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. And Barnesville needs to play some smart football here. No turnovers. Make sure they can draw up some plays that will create some rush yardage like back in that second quarter. Or back in that first quarter when they had that 91-yard drive. This one takes a hop and taken at the 15. Right up the middle, to the 40, to the 45, 50, breaks a tackle, to the 40, to the 35, stiff arm, to the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds. Ethan Larson on the return, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Barnesville Trojans. A 55-yard return for number 45, Ethan Larson. It was Sam Backer who pushed him out of bounds. after Larson delivered a stiff arm to Carter Daniels. Well, actually, no, it was the number 12, Jackson Shield, who pushed him out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 30. And tumbling forward is Andrew Peterson on a short gain.
On the misdirection. Tripped up by O'Connor. Gain of 3 up to the 27. We'll make it 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. The ball is on the 27-yard line of Chatfield. Inside 9 minutes to go now, 8:57 and counting. Snap, handoff, up the middle, and he'll pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards, 2 for sure.
Roller off the right side. Brought down by 66 like Stevens.
Looks like they're going to give him closer to 5. It'll be 3rd down and 2, so a very manageable 3rd down. Barnesville will swap a couple players in and bring a couple players out. 3rd down and 2 from the 22. Barnesville needs 2 yards for a 1st down with 8:17 and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. A score here would be huge, but also chewing up a little bit of time with a score would be even more huge. And a flag comes in at the snap, and we'll see who this is against.
Whistle stops play.
Stops the clock with 8:05. Something tells me it's against Barnesville.
Yep. Offense, number 8, 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat 3rd down.
So repeat 3rd down. 3rd and 2 changes into a 3rd and 7 with the false start penalty on Barnesville. I think that's the first penalty of the game for the Trojans.
Markoff brings it back to the 27, makes it 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that was the first penalty of the game. I just looked at the official stat sheet. It's 3rd and 7 from the 27-yard line. They have to get to the 20 for a 1st down. And Gannon Ballgreen to the outside, and he gets drugged down close to the 26.
On the keeper. Shot with the tackle.
He picks up 1. It'll be 4th down and 6. So now see what Barnesville does here. 4th down and 6 from the 26 of Chatfield. A failed 4th down conversion attempt here would be the equivalent of a punt per se. We'll see if, and 27 it'd be about a 37-yard field goal attempt. No, it wouldn't be actually. It would be about a 47-yard field goal attempt, and I don't think Barnesville has a kicker that can do that. Barnesville's going to talk it over. That's their first timeout of the half, and now both teams have 2 timeouts remaining here with 6:54 to go in the 4th quarter of play. We'll keep it here for the timeout. Once again, I want to say hi to Jolene, Jim, Jeremy, Joshua, Justin, Jeff, Jermaine, Jennifer, Jason, a lot of J's, and Mitch, Landon, class of 07 of the Barnesville Trojans from Lebec, California. Chris Lacey listening in from Gillette, Wyoming. Margie listening in from Manitoba, cheering on Connor Lopes and the Trojans. Lily, Matt, and B listening from Colorado. Chatfield retakes the field with their defense. It's 4th down and 6. Barnesville has to get to the 26-yard line, or I'm sorry, to the 20-yard line for a first down. The ball is currently on the 26-yard line.
Reset after the timeout. 3rd and 7 for Barnesville.
Barnesville's going to go for it.
27.
And another flag, and I think Barnesville jumped. And that's going to push him back. Yep. It's another foul start.
It's still 4th down.
So now 4th and 6 turns into 4th and 11. And that may change the plan here. They might bring out a punt unit, maybe not. Looks like Gannon Ballgreen's coming in, and he usually plays quarterback when he comes in. 4th down and 11.
Mark off will make it 4th and 12 from the 32.
Okay, 4th and 12. Barnesville's going to go for it. Fakes the handoff. Ballgreen looking to pass. Rolls out. Has a little bit of room. 25-20. Dumps ahead to about the 16-yard line, and that's enough for a first down. They converted on a quarterback keeper on 4th and 12 for a 1st and 10. And the ball's going to be on the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 Barnesville.
Did not expect that one coming up. Chatfield's Eli Hopp was the one who tripped up Ballgreen, but Ballgreen just had to get to the 20, tripped him up at about the 21, and I think forward progress put him at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. And another QB keeper for Ballgreen, and he'll sneak it up maybe a yard.
On the keeper.
Picks up 2, be 2nd down and 8. The ball is placed on the 14-yard line. So this drive started with a huge kickoff return by Ethan Larson to put the ball on the Chatfield 30. And now Barnesville's worked the ball up after a couple of penalties, pushed them back. They've worked the ball up to the 14 of Chatfield. So they have a net gain of 16 yards on this drive so far. 2nd and 8 from the 14-yard line, 5:33 and counting to go. And it's going to be another keeper for Ballgreen. He gets tripped up and he's close to the 12. Be pickup of 1, maybe 2.
It's going to make it 3rd and 7 out of the 13.
3rd and 7. So from here, it'd be about a 28-yard field goal attempt from this spot on the field.
Will be the 13. It's 3rd and 7.
5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Barnesville knocking on the door with a 29-20 lead. They are inside the red zone. 4:51 and counting. Ballgreen sends a man in motion. And it's a reverse handoff. Inniger will pass it, and it's caught! And it's into the end zone. It's caught by Wyatt Suter. Or is he short?
Completes it to 87.
Isaac Manaville, excuse me. No, 87 is Wyatt Suter.
Correction, 87 is Wyatt Suter on the touchdown catch. I beg your pardon.
Ballgreen handed it off to John Roller. John Roller pitched it to Tate Inniger in the backfield, and Inniger gets the touchdown pass to Wyatt Suter. Now, for Barnesville fans, if you would have told me with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter that I would say that combination of names in that order, would you believe me? They are reviewing the play. I think it's a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
It's going to be very close. If it's not a touchdown, then it was a pass to the 1-yard line. Wyatt Suter broke the plane with the ball, but the question was his knee down prior to the ball breaking the plane to the goal line. That's what they're going to be reviewing here with 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter of play. And once again, no replays on the big screen like they were doing in the first, second, and third quarter. Not sure why they're not doing it on the big screen here in the fourth quarter. So we'll just have to wait and rely on what the referees see from that iPad. Referee in the white hat is with the replay guy looking at the iPad right now at the Chatfield 4-yard line on the near sideline here. And they're reviewing that play. Once again, it was Gannon Ballgreen taking the snap. He would hand it off to John Roller. John Roller would reverse direction and hand it off or pitch it to Tate Iniger. And then Iniger would look to the far corner and get it to Wyatt Suter. And Wyatt Suter was very, very close to being in the end zone. And the question on the one replay that I did see is if his knee touched the ground prior to the ball breaking the plane of the goal line. If his knee was on the ground, I'm believing it's going to be Barnesville ball at about the 1-yard line. If his knee was not on the ground, I believe it'll be a Barnesville touchdown, and we'll see what the verdict is here momentarily. Either way, 1-yard line or touchdown. If it was on the 1-yard line, they'd run another play, possibly score, and chew up maybe 3 extra seconds on the clock. Here's the call. Or at least I think. Here's the call.
After further review, the player was tackled 1 football length short of the goal line. It's going to be second down and goal from the 1-foot line.
So second and goal from the 1-foot line. So even closer than I thought.
So first down. First down.
Oh, it's first down and goal. Yep, that would be correct. First down and goal from the 1-foot line. Barnesville will line up. They send a 3-receiver set. I've never seen a 3-receiver set from Barnesville before. This is definitely a new look. 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. It's a 4-receiver set. And now Iniger will go in. Now Iniger will get under center and he'll do a QB sneak. Iniger was lined up a couple steps to the left of the center behind the left guard. And I couldn't tell who was in shotgun formation, but everybody just paused. And then Iniger went in motion, got under the center, took the snap, and powered his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Unbelievable.
Record, however, is 6, followed by Kirk McDoon of Dodge Center, Owen King of Caledonia, and Jason Williamson of Owatonna.
35-20. And will they go for 2 or 1? A little trickery. Like I said, I've never seen a 4-receiver set from Barnesville. I had no idea what to expect on that. 2-point conversion. Gannon Ballgreen hands it off, and I'm not sure who took it, but I think he came up short.
The carry, stop short of the goal line, conversion fails. 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Barnesville 45, Chatfield 20.
So the 2-point conversion is no good. I've been calling Barnesville football for about 4 years, and I think tonight is the first time I've seen a 4-receiver set. I was totally thrown off. I had no idea what to expect. And the end result of that play is not what I would have guessed. But it results in 6 points for Barnesville. And now Chatfield finds themselves in the exact same position they were about 5 minutes ago, down 15 with about 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Now they're down 15 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
Barnesville scored points, quite possibly because they knew that any tape Chatfield had of Barnesville did not include that play. And now the kickoff is going to be brought back maybe 5 yards, close to the 25.
Stop made by number 8, Hayden Howe.
4:08 to go.
Be first and 10 for the Gophers. Ball thrown 30.
So a 4-yard return will place the ball at the 30-yard line. So they have a 70-yard field in front of them. First and 10 for Chatfield. Backer looking to pass. He fires over the middle, and it is caught at midfield in Barnesville territory at about the 48. On the reception was Drew O'Connor. A 23-yard pass, and Braden Bredman brings him down.
Gain up to the Barnesville 48, first and 10, Gophers.
And no huddle, quick offense here. Backer in trouble in the backfield. He escapes a couple of tacklers. Now he cuts outside the numbers and he's out of bounds. At about the 43. It would be a pickup of 5 if they do make it at the 43, mark it at the 43. And that's exactly where they'll spot it.
We'll make it second and 5.
Chatfield has never had the lead in this game, and they have 3 minutes and 44 seconds to try and come up with 15 unanswered points. Here's Sam Backer. Outside, 35-yard line, pushed out of bounds.
Breaks to the sideline.
8-yard gain for Backer and a first down rushing.
So that's a first down for Sam Backer on the gain of 8.
Carry up to the 35. So first and 10 for Chatfield.
Drew Schindler will come in off the sideline into the huddle to deliver the play to Backer and friends. Now Chatfield will break the huddle. Ball on the 35-yard line of Barnesville, first and 10 for the Gophers. Fakes the handoff out of the shotgun, fires towards the end zone, and it is intercepted by Barnesville. It's the 4th time the Trojans have picked off Sam Backer, and this one goes to Gannon Ballgreen. All 4 interceptions. And I take that back. The first 3 interceptions were thrown into double coverage, and Gannon Ballgreen was one of the 2 defenders, but it was Owen Riddle who stepped up in front and picked it off. This time Backer sends it into single coverage, and right at the goal line, Gannon Ballgreen wrestles it away. And now it is first and 10 from the 2-yard line here for the Trojans. Quarterback sneak gets it up to about the 3, maybe the 4. Ballgreen playing quarterback now. Second down and about 9. That interception may have sealed the deal here, but they are deep on their own territory here, and the Chatfield defense could come up with a big play in the next 30 seconds or less, like maybe a pick 6. That'd be about the only way they could stay in this game. But knowing Barnesville, I think they've thrown the ball maybe 4 times this entire game. And that'll be offsides, encroachment on Chatfield. No doubt about that. I don't think anybody on Barnesville moved first. Let's get the official call.
It's going to make it 2nd and 4 now, 8.
Oh, maybe it is a foul start on Barnesville.
Offsides, defense number 4, 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Kellyan's shot came diving over the offense. Here's the replay. Oh no, it was actually Drew Schindler, and Schindler dived over the center, unevaded to the quarterback, Gannon Ballgreen. And that's a free 5 yards for the Trojans and a little bit of breathing room.
2nd and 4.
.233 and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. Barnesville with the football and a 35-20 lead. And they have 15 on the play clock, and Barnesville's going to chew up as much of that play clock as they can. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. And now Barnesville with 6 on the play clock will get in formation. They'll snap it with 3 on the play clock, and a run play up to about the 10-yard line picks up 2.
The ball carrier.
Now bring up 3rd down and about 2. And Chatfield takes a timeout. And now Chatfield has 1 timeout remaining. 3rd down and 2.
Remember, we do have the awards presentations following the conclusion of this 2A championship game. And also, if you're leaving following the game, check in about your seating area for personal items you may have left.
We are roughly 25 minutes between games.
1:58 to go. We have a timeout. We'll take one more timeout and possibly bring you the conclusion right after this.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Newell set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
The ball is intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
It's 3rd down and 2 for Barnesville from their own 10-yard line. A first down here would likely seal it. Oh, and the Chatfield Gophers jumped off sides. That will be a first down for the Barnesville Trojans. The officials will get together to make sure that it's on Chatfield. I don't think.
Defense,
yep.
number 66, 5-yard penalty. It's still 2nd down.
Okay, so it's a 5-yard penalty, so
Actually,
it's...
the result of the play is a first down.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Apparently he got mixed up and I didn't, so... 1st and 10. 1:58 to go. And Andrew Peterson will come in. Ethan Larson will come out. Barnesville looking for their first ever state championship in school history. This is their 6th appearance in the state championship game. They are 0-5 in the previous 5, dating back to, I don't remember the exact year, but it's been staggered over the years. Let's put it that way. And that is a
spins up to the middle.
Up the middle run. I didn't see who had the ball. There is a huge smile. They just put Coach Brian Strand on the sideline. He has the biggest smile on his face that I've ever seen him. If you don't know him too well, you on first impressions, you might think that it's hard to get him to smile, but it's not. But it might be hard to get him to smile as big as I just saw him smile on the big screen. There's another run up the middle.
Ball green again. Oral through for the first down.
And Ball Green will take it up to the 30-yard line. 1:12 to go.
6 yards for Ball Green.
Barnesville has to run one more play, and that will do it.
Gain up to the 30, distance from Barnesville.
Roughly 25 minutes after the award ceremony. The next game will start.
Walgreen takes the knee.
.26 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. The Barnesville Trojans do not have to run another play.
And the final seconds tick off.
And for the first time in school history, the Barnesville Trojans are your 2022 State AA football champions. Congratulations. And some big hugs on the sideline.
35, Chatfield Gophers 20.
Your final score, the Barnesville Trojans 35 and the Chatfield Gophers 20. There will be an awards ceremony here. We will have it for you, the radio version of it anyway. And don't forget, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we have one more. It's the AAA State Championship between the DGF Rebels and New London Spicer. And everybody in
Ladies
Fargo,
and gentlemen, I direct your attention to the center of the playing field.
Manitoba,
2022
Colorado, Wyoming,
Championship
Barnesville,
ceremony.
Perham, Wolverton,
First,
wherever you're watching from.
Most Valuable Teammate Award.
Thank you for listening, I should say.
At this time, we will be recognizing one player from each team as the Wells Fargo Most Valuable Teammate. The players selected for this award are great teammates, exemplifying leadership and sportsmanship, constantly respectful and supportive, and totally committed to their team. The award is being presented by members of the Minnesota State High School League staff and board of directors and the regional manager of Wells Fargo, Eric Young. The most valuable teammate this year from Chatfield High School is Isaac Stevens.
So Isaac Stevens is from the Chatfield Gophers, has just been awarded the Most Valuable Teammate Award.
Most valuable teammate from Chatfield, Isaac Stevens.
So congratulations to Isaac Stevens.
And the most valuable teammate for Barnesville is Tate Iniger.
And Tate Iniger is the most honorable teammate.
Please come forward and receive your award. Congratulations to both Isaac Stevens and Tate Iniger for Most Valuable Teammate in Class 2A.
Most Valuable Teammate.
At this time, the award ceremony will be conducted by representatives of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors. With us tonight are Bill Tower, John Dra, and also the Executive Director of Minnesota State High School League, Eric Martins, and Tournament Director, Bob Madison. At this time, silver medals and the runner-up trophy will be awarded to Chatfield High School. Will the captains please come forward to receive your awards? 12-1 in the season. Great season, the Gophers. Congratulations to their coaches, fans, spectators, and the entire community. Outstanding season. Runner-up, Class 2A, 2022, Chatfield. And the 2022 Minnesota State High School League Class 2A Prep Bowl champion are the Barnesville Trojans.
And there it is.
Well, the captains,
your 2022 state football champions in Class AA are the Barnesville Trojans.
Congratulations to the players, coaches, and fans. Champions, Class 2A, 2022.
As they will present that trophy to their fans and their student section and their friends and their family.
To Barnesville and Chatfield and to their schools for outstanding participation in this year's tournament.
Barnesville Trojans lining up for a team photo right now. So they've reset the scoreboard now for the next ball game.
Test 1, 2, 3.
The Trojans huddle up on the sideline and give one final look to their student section, fans, families, and friends over there on the far side of US Bank Stadium.
Test 1, 2, 3.
One more time, your final score, the Barnesville Trojans 35, the Chatfield Gophers 20. The Barnesville Trojans, your 2022 State AA football champions. We'll take a timeout, come back with your post-game show right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Service C-stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Deeds Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISOClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. All right, welcome back. Your final score one more time. The Barnesville Trojans 35, the Chatfield Gophers 20. The Barnesville Trojans are your 2022 State AA football champions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final numbers in this one here. Actually, those numbers have disappeared on me here, so I don't have the final numbers, but I'll give you what I have written down on my personal notes here. A 36-yard touchdown pass. Or I'm sorry, let's backtrack a little bit. First quarter of play, 6 plays, 6 runs, 91 yards. Dawson Gregg caps it off with a 2-yard run. Extra point good. 7-0 with 2:41 to go in the first. Chatfield will get on the board with a 36-yard touchdown pass from backer to shot. The extra point would be blocked into the hands of Chatfield's Luke Carrier by Barnesville. Or let's try that again. It'd be blocked by Barnesville into the hands of Luke Carrier, who would take off the inside edge outside the numbers, sneak inside the pylon for the 2-point conversion. So Chatfield gets a lead instead of a tie game out of that to take the lead at 8-7. About 5 or so minutes later, it would be Zach Bredman connecting with Tate Iniger on an 8-yard pass. 2-point conversion good to make it 15-8 in favor of Barnesville with 2:38 to go in the second quarter of play. Not more than about 3 minutes later, it'd be another connection between Zach Bredman and Tate Iniger. 28-yard touchdown pass this time, and Braden Bredman would get the 2-point conversion. That'd make it 23-8 with 1:13 to go before halftime. Sam Backer had run it in from 17 yards out with 11 seconds to go in the second quarter to trim that lead down. And then coming out in the third quarter, it would remain, let's see, I forgot to write down the score at that point, but it would be 23-15, I believe. Let's see here, 23 plus 23-14. 2-point conversion was good to make it 23-15. Going into halftime. It would stay 23-15 until about a minute left in the third when Zach Bredman would connect on a 9-yard touchdown pass to Tate Iniger to give the Trojans a I didn't write down the score, but if you add 8, it'd be 30-15. I don't think that's right. I must have misdid the math somewhere. And then I didn't write down the ones after that because I was expecting them to be on this sheet, and now they're not. So my bad there. But once again, your final score, the Barnesville Trojans 35 and the Chatfield Gophers 20. We'll be back tomorrow for one more, our final football broadcast of the fall sports season. It'll be the DGF Rebels in the AA State Championship game, a 1 p.m. kickoff right here again from US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The Barnesville Trojans, your 2022 State AA football champions, defeating the Chatfield Gophers 35-20. Have a great night, and congratulations once again to the Barnesville Trojans. We'll talk to you again soon.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.